There's my mic. Hey, hello. Welcome to the. I didn't get a lot of sleep, and I'm kind of tired, and I don't really feel like putting on a fun vibe. Other than the holiday lights, of course. Stream edition, Twitch and or YouTube. Welcome. I'm Josh Goldberg. I'm a full-time independent open source maintainer in the TypeScript ecosystem. I work on projects such as TypeScript ESLint, the tooling that lets you run standard JS tools such as Prettier and ESLint on your TypeScript code. Good stuff. That's not the only project I work on. I also have a bunch of like other random things on GitHub. You can find under my website, joshgoldberg.com, going to the projects tab, or going to my GitHub, which has a big old table, including sponsors. Thanks, sponsors. Yeah, ooh, that's a interesting formatting choice. Probably a bug in the table generator tool I'm using. Anyway, I'll file that later. BabbleBay, hello, welcome. How's it going? Thanks for hopping on. I haven't seen you in like almost a month, I think. Welcome back. One of the projects, the smaller little things that I do, what's it called? Tidelift-me-up. So Tidelift is actually a really nice service. I'm a fan of them. I'm glad you're doing great. Yeah, so Tidelift is a service that lets companies put money into like kind of a lump sum that gets distributed amongst their eligible open source dependencies. And then that's awesome. And then in order to be eligible, a dependency has to do some basic stuff like have a security policy, be updatable. So win-win. I use it. We get funding from it in TypeScript ESLint. I get a few personal packages on it. Unfortunately, the Tidelift website is kind of ass. Like if you go to the Tidelift lifter search, for example, I should do this actually. It's just like a slow website. It clearly hasn't been updated significantly in a while, at least the UI polish side of it. Look at that loading speed. Ooh, I just bumped up. Used to be 500 a month. Look at that. Yeah. So I wrote a cute little website and service, tidelift-me-up. There's a CLI and then a website on top of that where you can like look up someone's username, and it'll show you the NPM packages that are eligible for Tidelift funding. Eligible means that like enough companies who pay into Tidelift use it in order for it to receive more than just like a tiny minimum. I think the smallest they would do is $5 a month. Let's see, $25 a month. Yeah, the smallest I think I've ever seen is $25 a month. But there was a bug filed. Thanks, and I keep forgetting to look up how to pronounce this name. I'm so sorry. Cinder Soras? Sora? So I need to fix this. So I'm putting this in the chat as I post it on social media. Unfortunately, the API I'm using, npms, has not been updated in like half a year. Or maybe more than a year and a half, almost 2 years. So that's horrifying. Recapping the issue, and thanks again. There we go. Oh, they're on Blue Sky. Been updated in months, maybe a year. Let's call this a shout out and thanks. Maybe, let's say almost 2 years or so. Yeah, this is really important to use an API that actually works. Specifically, the issue here is that it doesn't include new packages. So like, I actually don't know if I'm missing out income or other people using this thing are missing out income because like new packages of theirs that are now eligible haven't been listed. So that's awful. Also, do I follow Cinder? Just making sure. I don't. This person does a lot of open source. Like a lot of open source. a beacon of awesomeness for us all. And for anyone new here, or I haven't discussed this before. Oh, two things I always forget to say. One, feel free to ask any questions or talk about code, open source, dev, life, whatever stuff. Always happy to chat, answer questions, whatever you want to talk about. But also, yeah, I post on social and do this stream because I want people to know what being an open source maintainer is. People have a lot of questions. It's a not well understood thing. Also, it's good advertising for me. Haha. Alright, so bug does not include new packages. I'll link to 2 issues on the NPS project GitHub issues, which just, it hasn't been analyzed in forever. So, that sucks. A lot of people plus wanting. Same, what's going on? Issues every couple months. Has the project been committed or maintained? Not in 2 years. This sucks. Well, gonna have to use the registry API. So I peeked into this before the stream and found that there actually is an npm registry API that I could be using directly. I don't know if it's as like fleshed out or good as NPS. I suspect there's a reason why people are using NPS. It might be the better docs. Who knows? But let's go to code tidelift-me-up and do a search. So NPS, first of all, I'm not going to need to spell check it anymore because let's check out the branch name. I've been playing around before this stream. Second of all, the README says search is done by a network called to NPS. It's no longer true. It's now registry npmjs.org, which docs. Ooh, I had it in my search bar. All right. So I should mention it's documented at somewhere. Interestingly, the docs don't actually say what the URL is anywhere. This repo doesn't get updated very often. Broken. Changed links to. Oh yeah, there's no way to file issues. So that's unfortunate. Can I just send a PR to the README to see the registry live at, go over the registry at, see the registry at, yeah, docs, mention, whatever. Chrissy, hello. Oh, I've been meaning to thank you on Twitter. How's it going? You've been up to a lot of things lately, I suspect. Thanks for stopping by as always. I would have filed an issue. How is this unverified? I did it in the GitHub web UI. I'm using that the commit is listed as unverified. I authored it through the GitHub web UI. This was a confusion. So this is true. Like before the stream, I actually spent like 10-15 minutes just poking around npm registry, and 5 of those minutes were just me trying to figure out how do you actually query the npm registry? What's the right thing there? Yeah, thanks. The mustache is a temporary thing. Whenever I visit Europe with my spouse, we do it for fun. And then also we're going to my in-laws, her parents, for Christmas. And you know what? I wanted to see if they can bring him a little smile, but I'm bringing the razor. When I tried to get started using the API, couldn't easily find a place to that explicitly said where the API is cut from. Alrighty. Filed. Anyone else doing a mustache for the holidays? Side sense. Quick docs PR to the old NPM registry docs. Bup. Look at me being all good at untagging people so I'm not spamming them in my threads. All right, good shit. Last thing to do is look at the actual code. Get npm user packages. So this is a function that takes in a maintainer name and returns a promise for package data, which is this thing here. Response result is an instance find. Ooh. Boop. Oh boy. Pretending I didn't preview this before the stream. Let's read this lovely big old block comment here. This is a re-implementation of the npm user packages package API for tidelift-me-up issues 26 build. Can't be built in a Vercel deployment. Electron not found. God, I forgot about this stupidity. Right, because, sorry, stupidity is too harsh of a word. That's inaccurate. The silliness. The actual issue is on the npm user packages, whatever you call it, repo, that it's an npm package that I previously depended on for this library. But they use this got dependency and a very old version of it, and they haven't posted in a few months. Let's see. Last touch 6 years ago. So I'm actually going to put Keva's profile to the side and contact them after the stream to see if they want or would be open to, I don't know, me taking over or whatever. Just like something good here. What happens oftentimes in open source is just, someone does this thing. It's nice and useful. They document it well. They do a great job. So it gets adoption, but then they don't have time, 6 years later to depend on things. So yeah, I'm not gonna do this last bit yet, publish my own package yet. I'll reach out to the author a second time, or I guess a third time. One, bump two, and then a third privately, directly. But yeah, a little inconvenient, but such is life. Isn't there a way for me to write a post on all three apps, Blue Eye and Mastodon at once? I'm sure there is. The problem is, though, each platform is subtly or slightly different. Like, people are on, 1 to 3 of the platforms. And, they have different, post lengths. It's so annoying. So, I've played around with these things, but I found that, it's just easiest to copy and paste. Well, if you have, a good tool you use, I would love to try it out. Corey KK, welcome. Thanks for joining first time chat. I love the hearts. I love an animated thingy. Demian, hello as always. Welcome back. How's it going? What are you all up to? All right, so what's happening now is status update December 2023. I'll reach out to Keva directly. So what I got to do is, instead of using this NPS API, I need to call to the registry. And the registry actually does have docs. So right now it's querying. So right now this is using the npm search for maintainer equals whatever. And then that gives you a list of results, including a total number. Guessing that's like a pagination thing. Each of these has package with some basic data like name and scope. along with the package publisher and list of maintainers. Oh yeah, package author, publisher, maintainers. Okay. So I'm going to need to use the npm equivalent instead. So if I go to, what is this? Oh no, registry API. I think is, yeah. So it's actually, it's not quite the same. You can get there is a search, but it's not a maintainer search. Actually, how does npm as actually work again? Last updated 2 years ago. Hooray! So like a search file. I'm curious if there's something I can like quickly look at. Oh yeah, Platformatic looks really cool. I've been wanting to have an excuse to like play around with it more. Q from size. Okay, so this is nice. Function yield queries dot search. What is queries? Require npms query. Oh my gosh. Whoop. Whoopity boop. So maybe there's actually a package I can use here. Interesting search engine optimization. Okay. All right, so it looks like their search query thingy is based on an Elasticsearch. So like the way NPS works is it's like an own self-hosted thing, and there's also a public one online that apparently keeps getting out of date. So I'm just going to go ahead and back out of that because that's not what I need. So yeah, searching is not what's going to work for me. I can't full text search because what happens if a name coincidentally is in another package? And I'm not going to be able to apparently use any of these other things for like package maintainer. So that's not there. But what I can do is search on, I think there's a user endpoint here. Thanks, Chrissy. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's really nice. Like here for reference, Hero Dev is a company doing an Xmas or Christmas giveaway. Let's see if Twitter search does a little better. Is it Hero Devs? Did I get that wrong? Xmas, Christmas. Do you have like a link? I had to go through my notifications for this one. Ooh, there it is. I have to go through and thank people here. There it is. Yeah. Shrouded also Trash Dev. Person who keeps coming up. Seems like a really nice person. We've talked a few times. Always enjoyed it. All right. So there's a user thing, and you can you search? User detail? Authentication is required. Love it. I feel like I've seen a way in the registry, though, to search for a person. So like / whatever the name is gives you the details on the package. That's not what I want. What I actually want is a way to search for packages by a user. So there's a registry API. There's the user API. Profile didn't have what I want. Authentication I really don't think is what I want. There's package metadata. Hooks, what is hooks? Web hooks, I don't need that. Orgs, don't need that. Alright. Routes, get user detail. Maybe it's this. v1/user. So is it / Joshua K. Goldberg? Does not exist. Joshua K. Goldberg? No. Let me just keep. There we go. Oh wait, no, that's my package though. That's literally my package, Joshua K. Goldberg. I make a package called Joshua K. Goldberg. Shoot. I forget how I found this. I feel like I looked somewhere over there, right? Is that a typo? Public registry API. I'm clicking the link. It's not going anywhere. Great. Wait. Oh my gosh. Ha! The query API does work. Okay. Maintainer : so that's great. That's actually exactly what I want, and I'm silly for not using it before. So what I want to do then is a let's move the docs elsewhere. So I actually do want to do a search. So it's /v1/search. Search. Q equals ASDF. See, this confuses me. What is this format for the URL? What is this, the dash there for? Like, how am I supposed to use this? Anyone here use the npm API? npm API search. Aha. So text equals. How is this different from what I was doing? /v1. Okay, great. So it's size equals. So it's already paginating size equals size from equals from. Oh wait. From equals packages length, right? So I was pushing to an array continuously. Let's alphabetize my args query params there. Text equals. Why is this dash needed? I don't know. That's honestly like, what is that? Maybe it's like a indication. It's a, you know, it is. I bet it's a great question. I bet it's that it's a indication. It's a meta thing. So like. Right now, if you just do /whatever ESLint, it gives you the ESLint package, and I bet you that in retrospect they probably were thinking like, oh, it would be nice if we put like /package/ESLint or something, because what if there's a package that wants to be called v1? Oh my God, is this a package called v1? Well, that's unfortunate. Putting this in the chat in case anyone wants to play around with it. Package v0. Oh, there we go. The request failed while talking to the backend. That's awesome. I'm gonna. Oh, it works now. Okay. Well, never mind. Don't feel like letting the nice NPM people know about this. I'm sure they've got more on their plate. All right, so that's cool. Thank you to this answer here. Upvoted. Good old Stack Overflow. Guarantee you, if I tried asking ChatGPT, would have gotten wrong with 20% of the time at best, 70% of the time on average. All right, so size and from. Yep. So we got the full text search, and then I want to do author. Q equals but we actually wanted maintainer. So it's almost the same query. That's funny. Yay. I'm going to need to change my TypeScript type though. Is there like npm registry types? Oh, npm registry fetch. Oh, npm has its own type definition. But what stars npm from npm/types? I like that. What is npm registry fetch though? Updated October 10th. Oh my gosh, it's a built-in thing to the npm org or whatever. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at, oh my god. Beautiful. Can't believe I didn't find this before. Yeah, this looks great. Very pleasing. So I'm very tired today, so npm registry fetch. Let's add that, see how that goes. The one thing is, let me just check. I can just look here at this package, see what the dependencies, just out of curiosity. No dependent. Oh yeah, dependencies. I kind of don't want to add all these. What is make, like, why do we support make fetch happen? What? How old are these things? 6 years ago, initial commit, so long back combat. Yeah, I don't really want to pull in all this crap. Let's remove it. PMD dupe, PPMI, just to make sure. Yeah, I think I'll just pull from npm types instead. Let me see. Sorted notes. Bit out of order. Hello, welcome. Thanks for hopping on. Let me just put my notes down here. So we have types npm registry fetch, and then we also just have npm types. So I'm just gonna scratch that. Yeah, let's pm add npm types d. Actually, you know what? It's not a dev dependency. It's we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Let's check this out. Yeah, making fetch happen was like such a great thing in the JavaScript community for so long. Always nice to see it come up. Bit out of order. You raise a great question. Let's look into this. All right, so I got weird pop-ups. They have a function GL. I'm guessing GitLab check ally or accessibility, but it doesn't have any types. I wonder if that's something I can add to my contribution. Ooh. Add accessibility text for a token. Love that you're looking into this and asking, by the way. This is great. Let's take a look. Love it. So yeah, I mean, you could add that here. Different people, different organizations, projects, repositories, whatever, tend to have different opinions on this, on whether you should lump in two somewhat related things into the same PR, or MR as GitLab calls it, which honestly is a better name, I think, versus splitting into two MRs or PRs. So GL check ally. This is like just specific to them, I'm guessing. Right? Interesting Googling there. Where in GitLab UI? Like, where do they define it? Yeah, it's a custom Cypress command. Yeah, if they have like a way to report or suggest dev tooling fixes, that would be like a good issue. Separately, you can be like, hey, I see that oh my god, look at all these labels. Jeez. Oh boy. I don't know. Because it's an existing issue, I would personally lean towards sending a second or separate merge request. But if you know that the project is active and like well maintained, and you suspect that they'd get back to you quickly if you asked you might just ask her. I think both are valid strategies, and there's no harm in going for either. Yeah, I mean, I thought I liked labels. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Jeez. Some of these I also wonder, like, do you need this? Like, why is it both seeking community contributions and community contribution? Is this like somehow all the labels from the linked, what do they call it, issue? it has a linked issue label, but it also literally, I mean, does GitLab not natively have like issue linking the way GitHub does? I never use GitLab. By the way, I forgot to have breakfast and I'm really hungry, so pardon my chewing. I'm gonna have a kind bar. All right. Good question. Hope that helps. I would say ask either in the form of an issue or a comment on the PR, depending on how quickly you think it'll be resolved and how whatever you prefer. Awesome. Yay. And since it's been a little while, bumping that, if anyone has any questions to ask, feel free. Cool. So, added NPM types. Where was that? There you go. So, NPM. No, I'm going to do import type star as NPM. And then it's response body, which is results, response, results. Package data. Now, let's take a look at NPM types. I can see from the thing here that there's a score and a final search score. So I'm going to look for these. Oh boy. And it doesn't. Search, score. Is there like export type? What? Is there something more? npm dot search. Nothing. Dot query. So nothing about search. The hell, man. I was so excited about this package. Yeah. It's like barely maintained. Look at this. 2018? 5 years ago? Oh. Literally 4 days ago. All right, screw it. I'll take on the bigger dependency after all. Yeah. Lol. Okay, so what was it? It was registry fetch. I'll just do that. So probably gonna just be able to get rid of my own response stuffs. All right. Or, Chrissy, what is the phrase? I believe we are making fetch happen. By the way, wasn't there like a Mean Girls 2024 film being discussed? What is this? Film acting debut. Oh, this is the 2004 film. Whoops. I was like, oh, she's been in movies. It's a musical. That's so interesting. Oh my god. Faye and Meadows back? Let's go. Alright, very excited. npm fetch, return, await, npm fetch dot. Oh god dang it, what's happening? Do you need types? Types, npm registry fetch? I'm here for it. I'm down. Let's do it. Okay, so this uses string API thingies. All right, let's see how this goes. So I want to do this. But of course, I have to actually do this. I'm just... Oh my god. What did I do wrong? Forgot the comment. Okay. How do these types work? Wait, are you saying with, like, yay, with, or like, what in the hell, or what the hell? Because I trust Tina Fey, honestly. I think she's awesome. So, if she's on board, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, so, no search, no score. God damn it, what the? This is so annoying. This is why the MTS project happened. Or at least it happened for me. Why it happened for me. Like, why I used it. Because there's just the NPM API is just... There's no good way to search it right now. It's just obnoxious. I'm just going to write the goddamn types myself. There's no point to doing it this way. Like reusing the existing work if the existing work is not sufficient for this very basic use case. Yeah, spell check. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep taking notes here. NPM's types doesn't have first party types for have search results types. Registry fetch. What the heck? Search. Neither does this. Also, look at those dependencies. Oof, oof, oof. Yeah, honestly, most of the Disney stuff that's come out, actually, has all the Disney reboot stuff that's come out been not well received? I haven't seen most of it. Like, I haven't seen Beauty and the Beast or Lion King. I saw Aladdin over people's shoulders on a plane like 2-3 times. Didn't seem great. Same with Mulan, which is a pity because Aladdin and Mulan are like 2 of my favorite films. Also Lion King. I remember memorizing every summer Hakuna Matata when I worked at a summer camp. I also didn't Wish not get received well. Curious. Mixed reviews. That's unusual. It looks kind of generic. Loved Encanto and a few other things I did recently. So. Ugh, Chris Pine? Ugh, he's in too many things. He's in too many things. He's ruined for me. Of course, Alan's in it. Oh my god, Guillermo? Guillermo. Oh well. Anyway, I should look at the stuff that I'm actually supposed to be doing. So let's take a look at these types. So here's a cool thing that I've noted over the years. Whenever I need to do package data or like any kind of type that has a example thing somewhere, I will copy and paste the example, and oftentimes, look at that, that actually becomes the first version of a TypeScript type that I write. Let's get this link in there. I'm used both Edward and Chrissy. Yeah, it's funny. All right, so let's see. So right now the types are all literals, like the number 1. So let's switch them to primitives. So anything that says like colon space 0 dot, we can just directly switch to number. Same with colon space 1 number. Oops. Package. All right, so date colon space string. Let's turn all these into string string. Save formatting. Keywords is a string array. Maintainers, these are all the same. So let's actually extract this out to a type. Package maintainer. And this isn't a tuple of size 1. It is an array of things. Let's extract this out too. Package publisher. Very good, very good. Let's make this. Package links. Let's call this package response data, and then let's call these package objects, because that's really what they are. Package, I don't like objects. Package data. Let's call this the package data, and all my interfaces should be exported once. So actually, this is not package response data is not the one that gets exported. It's package data that is. So actually, I can just I don't need to export these response things. Oh, so oops, I already have the response body. So let's just move this. Oh, I was duplicating the thing that I already had. Oopsies. Response result is an object with package data. And we also have time there. Okay, looking good. So this is basically what I had before. Just added the time, renamed, what was this again? Oh shoot, what was this called? Package to objects, plural. Wait, response body should have objects, total and time. Oh. There's no need for this response result thing, so there we go. Streamlining a bit. Am I right that this... Oh, ooh, Peach nominated for Best Original Song. Oh, so good. Love Jack Black. Love this song. Yes. Damon, you're right. This is JS doc. And in fact, fun fact, there is actually a standard-ish for it. JSdoc.app. Generally, the JavaScript thing. But also, when you use JSdoc in TypeScript land, we tend to call that TSdoc, because we like using our own terms of things. And TSdoc is you can kind of think of it as like an overlap with JSdoc. There are like some things that are more specific to TypeScript. But the nice thing about TSdoc is because TypeScript fills in a lot of type information, it can be a lot more succinct. Like you don't need to say like param number X in this get average thing. It's just known by TypeScript already. So that makes me happy. Objects.result.flat. So yeah, yay, I'm glad. All right, so this is looking good. I just swapped over to the npm registry. I don't know if it works yet, but it seems like it might. I'm gonna pm builds watch and pm tscw. The build will start. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna do the tsc. PM builds are on a tool called tsup that runs the TypeScript compiler and a separate transpiler. So I'm going to just start TSC in watch mode to get a nice updated list of all the places that are unhappy with this change from the type system land, a lot of tests. Before I fix the tests, I'm going to fix the implementation because that looks important. What's happening here? Oh, wait, you got npm user packages, promise for package data. Why is it complaining? Why is the package data... It's not assignable to type user package data. Which is a pick of package data, and it's missing author. Right, so what I've done here is this create user packages filter function is meant to be used in an array filter, such as like this, where like when you run tidelift-me-up, what we do is we get who you are, we get your user packages. Actually, I'm just going to extract this out to a constant to make it more readable, and then what do we call this? all user packages, and then let's call this relevant user packages. But the structure of the data has changed. So instead of user package dot packet name, we want package.name. I don't want to have to refer to dot package for everything. So let's call this one. Why do we care about package score and crap? We really don't care about that. So let's call this package data actually, and then, oh my god, is that the structure I had before? Yeah, response. This is just response result. Oh my god, it's the same as what I had before. Interface response result. This is literally what I had before. Package data. There we go. We really don't care about score, but it's there. Might as well. And can I revert selected ranges? Right. Results dot. It's not body dot results. It's dot objects dot map, and then it's result dot package. Great. And now package data is the actual package data. Good. Date, description, keywords, links, maintainers, name. What is the author on this? Does package data not include author? That's unfortunate. So right now I'm looking at create user packages filter, and it doesn't have. Is that just missing in the example? It's got publisher, it's got maintainers. It doesn't have author. That seems off to me. Author username. Let's query. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to enable word wrap. Second, from end size, I don't care. I'm going to say text equals maintainer Joshua Goldberg. That's going to be my example URL. Let's see. Package, dedent. There is an author, you silly goose. It's just missing in this page. So we file in notes. To do author is missing in npm search docs. It's the same shape as what I had before, I'm realizing. So author, package, author. Export interface, package, author. And these are all strings, and I'm pretty sure they're all optional, just from my knowledge. And I'm going to go ahead and just assume that these are optional, and these are optional. It depends on the project. Good question. Which subset of TS-doc I use? Some people get really intense about it, especially if you have like tooling that auto-generates docs. Actually, a good project to look at for that is TS API utils. In particular, because this one person, Rebecca Stevens, is awesome and like once in a while does a lot of great work on it. But yeah, Rebecca, look at all those emojis. I've been meaning to reach out to Rebecca to offer a maintainer position on it actually. Like Rebecca set up a really nice flow, I want to say, so that like the website's auto-generated using a tool called, oh my god, what is this? Oh, what's the tool called? God dang it. TypeDoc. There we go. That's the nice tool. Yeah. VS Code uses TypeScript for JavaScript and TypeScript code, and then TypeScript recognizes TS-doc really well. It's really nice. So yeah, the triple tick JS code, excellent. Good on you. I was actually just reviewing, by the way, a second edition of the very excellent Effective TypeScript book that goes into this. So look forward to that book coming out in the coming year. Okay. So create user packages filter. is happy. I don't know why. Let's call author optional. I don't know why I ignored the lint error if I knew that it's relevant and true. Okay, only. Okay, is it also missing links? Let me guess. It's probably missing links. Let's see here. Yep, links. Should I just look at the old version of the page and see what it's... Copy changed lines. Let's just get those back. Oh, I have links. And they should be optional. Bugs, homepage, and repository are optional. Okay, sure, whatever you say, boss. Boss is me, you whatever number of months ago. Now who's complaining? Scope? Is scope missing? Okay. Scope is string. Let me guess, version. Is version also missing? No, we got version. Okay. And is TypeScript happy? TypeScript's happy. Yay. Key. I'm just going to go through and make sure they're all there. So name, scope. Oh no, I want to see the deleted. Yeah, no, I want to see the actual data, and then I'll see the deleted stuff. Name, scope, version. Just gonna put them closer. Description, keywords, date. Yep. Links, author, publisher, maintainers. Okay. And then per the deleted types, author, dates. Wait, was there dates? Yeah. Description, keywords, links, maintainers, name, publisher, scope, version. Okay, we're good. So I actually didn't need to use NPS after all. It just had way better docs than NPM. Okay. All right, so now let's run build so that I can do node bin index.js to see. I think it just defaults to the current npm user, which is me. Ah, look at that! A fix, style shit, good timing. Ugh, you got in here just as I got the thing to work. What are you doing? Good question. Pinned issue, but I'm about to send a draft PR that I'll then clean up. But yeah, so I have this package, tidelift-me-up, which searches the npm registry and then the tidelift registry to see packages that you maintain, publish, and or are the author of that are eligible for funding through the open source funding service, Tidelift. And it currently relies on a nice little mirror, whatever, of the npm registry called nps, which has like apparently major maintenance issues, like hasn't had someone maintaining it for a little while. So switched to directly querying the npm API. Docs were way worse, but the results were better. So fix directly query npm instead of via nps. So good stuff. I'm pleased about this. So this is something that was reported in, where is it? Issue 185. Switches to the npm API. The structure seems to be just about the same. Package data structure is the same as nps, which makes this pretty much not a breaking change. Yay. Let's draft this so I can, I'm going to post a little more information in the body, but just for now, PR pinned. Tasha, what are you up to? What have you been doing? How's life? I see I have a couple notifications for you. Thanks for that. Draft PR is up. The npm registry's docs weren't as easy to use as nps, but the npm registry actually works for actually works completely rather than is up to date itself. unlike NPS. NPMs. So that's nice. Reply. Didn't. Weird bugs on Elk around my Mastodon client around emojis. Yeah, I appreciate it. Out of curiosity, what's with the phrasing here is awful, but what's with that? Why are you doing this? No, like what brought you to all this? Have I asked yet? I feel like every time you come on, I like relearn who you are. Shalom. Let's see. I want to post an example query, example-based query for search. Ooh, why is this the red? Oh yeah, I need to run tests and such. So pnpm test, lint. Yep, right. I have to update the runtime values in my tests. Yep. Get npm user packages. Ooh, npm register. How is that stuff? I thought I removed that. Must have forgotten to. Get out of here. pnpmi, pnpm lint. Ooh, I'm gonna pnpm dedupe also. Free time and open source. Good on you. All right, so this is complaining that body.objects, whoops, left that comment in there. Body.objects, but actually it was, I think, results objects. Yeah. Okay. Run all. I'm pressing A on the keyboard. Get add all. Get commit fix tests and knip. Yay. Why do I use pnpm instead of npm? Oh, love this question. And actually, I will answer. I'm also remembering I have a blog where I set up an FAQs, like an article explaining like how to contribute to one of my repositories and a bunch of FAQs. And I don't think I remembered to answer why pnpm. So, and now I'm, okay, maybe it was because I didn't want to answer for every single tool why in this FAQ. Anyway, pnpm is awesome. It's like npm, but it does some things that are really clever and good for performance and usability. The main thing is that it has a global, like to your computer, symlinked, so like folders that magically can point to the same folder despite being in different paths. Directory, folder, whatever, all your locally installed packages. So if you install a package, or if you install the dependencies of a project in one folder and then remove your node modules in that and then reinstall, it's like near instant, like seconds, because unlike an npm, which manually downloads and like recreates node modules each time you install, there's a cache on your computer and then it points to those in the package. I don't know if I'm explaining that well, but the pnpm site probably does a better job. But it's super fast, super disk efficient. Oh yeah, it's the lock. Honestly, I don't know much about lock file structures, but I believe it. So yeah, like actually, let me show you. Let's just do that. RF node modules time pnpmi. Actually, wait. RF modules clear time pnpmi. So like you can see, it's not actually downloading anything, which means it actually worked in airplanes. My constant travel. It just reuses them and resolves them to local. So time done in 3.2 seconds. Beautiful. Also, thank you, Style Shit. I'm honestly surprised so few people have done what like I do and like Singer do, of just like making a template that's good and has all the stuff we want and then using it everywhere. And then also it's very open source mentality, I think, to make your template reusable for other people. Because like if you want it, other people will too. Oh, great question, Babel. Special concern with symlinks. How does it handle version difference? So it's symlinked to the correct version. So like if you have multiple versions, it'll each will point to the right version. So that does mean that you can end up with like a bunch of like for each package. If you have like 50 different versions across different repos, you can have like a folder for each version, but that's still no worse and still generally much better than the npm approach of, or like the classic npm approach of like one folder per dependency per project. All right, look at this. It's ready for review. It's oh yeah, demo is something I always struggle to make the time for it. It's funny. It's when you have good tooling set up to enforce and when possible autofix things, it's a lot easier to do like all these nice good practices. Like that's why I didn't add change sets, the tool. It, even though it does add like really nice automations for like nice git commit messages and stuff, I don't want the overhead. I just want to be able to like have a PR title become the commit and so on. Netlify's awesome, yeah. We use Netlify on TypeScript ESLint. We use like their open source free thing. I've been using Vercel for a lot of my personal stuff. Also great. Love them. Awesome. So this is looking good to me. I got a to-do to reach out directly to Keva, I think it was, the person, the npm user packages person. How do I handle package version and publishing? Because you use change sets and you learn at work. Yeah, I don't use any monorepo management tools in my repos, my personal ones, because none of my personal repos are mono repos, which is a really nice place to be from the perspective of not having to deal with complexity. Because managing a mono repos, thanks for hanging out, Demian. Managing a mono repo is a lot more, it's got more stuff in it that you have to think about than just like a single one. So yeah, I just use release it, which is really nice. From the same person as Knip, fun fact. Web Pro. I really like release it. I added a little bit around release it. Release it action. I added a GitHub action around it that handles like semantic releases and protected branches. And I think it also calls to, this thing I wrote, should semantic release. Knip is an MVP and it deserves so much recognition. And I think the last like half year or so, it started to get that recognition, which makes me really happy. It's a beautiful tool. It's even got a website. Look at this. Look at this, knip.dev. Love it. Yeah, so should semantic release, it's like a quick little tool that checks whether a particular commit should have semantic release run on it. It's for a repository, not for a commit. I need to update that about text. Whoop. There we go. So like you run, so what release it action does is every time something merges to main with a concurrency group to dedupe action runs, we go through the commit history and go back until we find one that's like a feature or fix something that should be released or was an actual release. And then we determine based on whether we found a release versus something that needs to be released. Should we now do a release? If we should, we run release it. The tricky thing about this, the reason why I made this action was because if you have branch protections on your main branch, there's no good way that I could find in the GitHub API to like temporarily disable them. You have to like manually copy and paste. So that's what this does. Anyway. Yeah, so if anyone knows how to do that, please, it's in the README. Please. Yeah, so I'm happy with this. Great questions, by the way. Always happy to talk about awesome projects in the ecosystem. I've scanned through the things. Coverage is basically the same. It actually is slightly dipped because there's I think fewer lines. I know there are more lines. Oops. Why are there more lines? What did I add here? I removed a C-spell. I wonder if that's been covered. Removed an ESLint comments. Messed around with the types. That shouldn't matter because there's actual code in this file. Oh, yeah. You split out a variable. This is fine. Squash and merge. So what should happen now is pertinent to your question on releasing and publishing, because what should happen now is Knip should basically do that all for me. So the release package will run on main, and it should build, detect that there is a meaningful commit, and then release it does the because the reason why we delete branch protection is that release it will do the make a commit with the right version and tag and then publish it. Oh, was that an error? Oh, god dang it. So 200 on branch, unable to verify. Latest version registry does not match package JSON. Oh boy. 4.3 can't publish over the previously published versions. 1.0. So I have an issue with my versions going out of sync. Check out main. Ugh. Pull. Oh no. Oh no. Did I this repo I must have set this up before my repo tooling fixed these. Thanks for noticing. Yeah, it should oh wait, no, this is, why don't I commit the description? I don't know. I like having the full description. That's right. I remember this now. Like in theory, it would be nice if you could like have a transform or filter or whatever you want to call it, a mapping in GitHub, so you could like remove the PR checklist parts that are on everything. But I like having the overview there. The title is still the one-liner, but okay. So yeah, do you know of a way to do what I want, by the way, to like transform it? There are tools that will do that for you, such as change sets, but I want a tool that like when you click the green button in the GitHub UI, like the commit that goes to your target branch is transformed. Like you don't have to like rewrite history or anything. Git pull npm version minor. Let's give it a, actually wait, add hog. I don't want to get version 0.0.6. Get version npm version. Git push. Git tags. I think I accidentally deleted a tag. Oh wait, hang on. That's I'm off by one. Tide lift. I bet you I have like a bunch of changes on my other computer of this. Okay, so npm version 0.1.7. Git push. Also, let me make sure. Yeah, I don't like having to manually touch up crap, but here we are. Make sure this isn't doing anything. Oh boy. Cancel. Git pull. Git push. Git pull. Okay. Good. Alright, so let's. Can I forget how I set this up. Can I trigger this manually? Did I no. How am I gonna do this? So I want to force this to be published, but I also want provenance, which is the thing that like the action online can verify it's the right thing from the source code, which can only happen inside GitHub Actions right now. So I could like do a docs fix, or bug fix or feature fix, or I could like massage the package in some way. Or you know what? I could just find a good first issue and resolve the issue. That'll be quick. Let's do that. Teehee. Oh yeah. So oh, someone sent a. Oh, contributors. Okay, yeah. Thank you all contributors. Added Cinder for a bug. It was marked as accepting PRs. Thank you. This is another thing that I have in all my repos now. Automatic all contributor attributions. You get that nice table. Like these two faces next to mine is like really, really nice for me. These are two very influential and experienced open source people, Jordan and Cinder. All right. So Nil Inshallah Panda sent a PR with a bunch of info. A month ago, I pinged. So basically, the issue that I had is like, hey, this new repo never actually explains what tidelift is. So I'm gonna work on it because there PR is a month without updates. I messed up package versioning at some point. Oops. And now want to have the easiest way to publish the fix is to merge PR. I'll start with this one. Release causing PR. Yep. Actually, I don't remember if docs type pull requests or commits cause. Oops, I meant to call this an issue. So we'll see. Maybe I'll have to do a feature too. We'll see. With this docs issue. I don't remember off the top of my head whether docs mean release causing in should semantic release. Yeah, whatever. I could figure it out pretty easily, but I'm too lazy at the moment. Too not lazy, too efficient. So yeah, this PR. Let me position chat. This PR was sent a month ago, so I'm gonna. Oops. Save replies is still broken on my end. So replies, no. So closing this PR out as it's been a month without activity. Thanks for sending. So it's stale. I close. Status. Do I have a stale? No. So I'll just send my own. Yep. Pull. Alright. README MD. So there's usage. Tidelift. So what is tidelift? Let's go incognito to search them. Tidelift is a service that allows companies to donate, to send, to, how do you describe this? It allows companies to service for companies to sponsor their open source dependencies. Company will contribute, well, how do you say send money? Send money, will pay money into a month fund that is distributed monthly amongst packages. Open source packages that are eligible for lifting. And that are eligible for and have opted into lifting. Yeah. Tidelift lifting. Do I want to lift? I don't like linking to support articles. I wish they had better docs. Okay. Oh, they're in Boston. Or Boston? Floor Boston? Is that a typo? Funny. Tidelift is a lovely service that's gotten many projects that's helped greatly, that's helped with open source funding. Unfortunately, there's no easy way on the Tidelift website to search for packages under a particular open source maintainer. This CLI adds that in, for which packages are lifted or are eligible for or currently being lifted, for lifting or currently being lifted. This does that. See it in action online at tidelift-me-up for sell.app. Okay, dokie. So this is just like a quick little description of what the repo is. There's I like small liftings. What? I'm gonna move. Yeah. Okay. Check out B docs. What? Docs explain this. Explain what this is. Issue origin docs what? And fixes 47. Adds a brief blurb on Tidelift. Probably meant to mark it as ready for review immediately. While I'm here, I'm actually going to check should semantic release to see in the source code. I forget exactly how it's structured or what the file name is, but like what constitutes a meaningful release. And github.com is frozen. Oh, there we go. Should semantic release meaningful is get commit meaning. Okay, so get commit meaning makes sense. Docs are always ignored. Okay, so this whole thing was pointless. No. I hate to take a good first issue because I like leaving those open for potential contributors. I'm just gonna publish manually without package provenance. Set zoom, check out main. So zoom in a little bit. Yep. Passes CI, get pull. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly npm version patch. Okay, add. God dang it! I really don't want to publish without provenance. There should. Releasing a package really is always a pain. I'm wondering if I should like file a. I wonder if I should file a feature on create TypeScript app for tooling here for this situation, but I feel like it's such a rare case that I mess up package releases and I really don't want to add a thing. Oh, so hi, Jonas. Sorry. Junis? Welcome. How's it going? Yeah, so I guess I'm going to have to find a feature or make a PR for a good first issue. I'm going to tackle this one from LJ Harb. Yeah, I'm going to tackle this one. Let's do that. I'd set up tooling so that should semantic release so that docs commits don't cause a release amusing. We'll instead tackle this good first issue file. Thanks again for filing it, LJ Harb. Jordan, is Jordan not on Blue Sky? For comma separated inputs in the CLI. Okie dokie. Thanks again for filing. Let's try this again. Is Jordan on Mastodon? Yes. And the old twits. That sounds like a dirty word. I'm tired. All right. Get checkout be ownership. Or what was the issue again? I don't remember. Oh yeah. Get checkout be ownership, commas, whatever. Dash ownership. So assert valid ownership is ownership string array or undefined, which is called on ownership, which is comes from values. Multiple true type string. What? Maybe should I do this? I previously committed to it. I feel like I went through the thought, but now I'm wondering like, oh, npm parse args comma separated. npm doesn't support it directly, but you know what? It's fine. Like it is not extremely important to me that this tool is like 100% spec compliance or whatever. There's no spec for this. So yeah. Value const ownership equals parse ownership from values dot ownership. So let's write that function now. Ugh, look at that. Look at these TypeScript shenanigans. I love this so much. Okay. All right. Raw. Hang on a second. What was I previously doing here? Assert valid. Const ownership equals raw dot. Oh geez, what was dot flat map? Right. Raw dot flat map. So raw dot ownership dot let's call this ownerships per for each assert valid ownership, return ownership. Why is this complaining? Oh, I've missed a parentheses. Does this work? Oh no, assert valid ownership is done on ownership. Alright, I'll call it ownerships, whatever. I hate how one calls it plural and the other calls it singular. I'm just gonna call it const value of ownership. Okay, so this generally should work. PNPM test. I don't see why it would fail any existing tests or type checking. Great. And let's make some tests for this. Parse ownership.test.t.s. No. Test.ts. Why is this complaining about vtest? Pretty sure I ran npm or pnpm install recently. Okay, whatever. All right, so we're not testing assert valid. Returns undefined when raw is undefined. You know what? I'm gonna just do. I don't want to have to test that the thing is throwing in test for here, so I'm gonna assert valid ownership here after all. Yeah, let's move that to behavior into the CLI. Whatever. This is fine. Whatever. It's all tested. So here I can do an each. So when we give let's say undefined, we get back undefined. We give empty array, we get back empty array. When we give author excuse me. We can give author, we get author, and then when we give, let's see, ABC, let's call it ABC, DEF, GHI, we get ABC, DEF, GHI. So I'm actually going to call it test.each. Expect, and this takes in an input and then expected. So parse ownership on the input should equal the expected. Maybe I should trim this. That's a good call. Yeah, I like that. Nice. Yeah, good catch. Yeah, because ownership.trim. Yeah, in theory I could do like a dot split with a regex, but what if you have beginning or end of string? I'd have to do another trim for the raw itself. A little more convoluted. Nice, good call. C, DEF, GHI. Oop. Yeah, regex is awesome. Unfortunately, it can be a little hard to use, and I try to avoid it if it's not like way better. Feet allow comma separated owners. But good suggestion. Thanks, style shit. I should add you as a co-author. Is it style shit? Caps? Yes. Because you suggested things. So thanks for that. Co-authored by is that your name? Avatar Dodd? I'm guessing. And what is your... This always annoys me that like co-authored by in Git needs to use like name and email, but in GitHub, like people often don't have an email. So what I end up doing, and this is like the most creepy crap, but whatever. I'll just look for email in the the public API. Fun fact, that's there. So so then my tooling will like in all contributors for repository, which like checks all contributors attributions that a repo should have. It'll find people from their name or email. So that's fun. Yeah, patch of a commit, basically the same. Thanks, style shit, for suggesting the trim. Smile. I uses a flat map as suggested in the issue, so that folks can pass in ownership, like ownership ABC DEF. It's just ownership, right? That's the multiple to nothing else. Yeah. All right. So looking at the diff, also renames ownerships in assert valid ownership because it was confusing me. Is it even more confusing now that they're with more references to ownership in this PR. All right, so that's good. Ownership test. Yep. ABC, DEF, ABC, comma, space, and such. Parts ownership. Yep, and I didn't actually change this line after all. Funny. Let's send that PR. I think I'm gonna end today in a little bit with once this releases the new version, using it on tidelift-me-up, the Vercel app, like just bumping the repo that has the website. And then I'll probably finish for the day. So any last topics anyone wants to talk about, feel free to ask. Always happy to chat. Topics, questions, whatever. And also, if there are any channels you think I should raid at the end or similar, let me know. Oh no, I forgot to lint. It is defined. Oh, right. Unused var. And lint unused var. Oh, import really. Okie dokie. Just the lint failure. Life is good. Anyone doing anything fun for this weekend? We're probably seeing an improv comedy show, which reminds me I have to tell my friend who's there that we're doing it. All right. Comma separated owners. Ownership. Whatever. Actions. Ugh, I wish it just showed them all if it fits on the screen. Releases. See how long this takes. Love how fast the cached PNPM installs are in GitHub Actions too. All right. We deleted existing protections. Tried to release it as 020. I get a coffee or something. Why is this? No. Normally I have water. Today I just have coffee. Hey, I was watching that, buddy. Yay, it worked. Nice. Result from running release it, undefined. That's actually good. So now there should be some... Great, I'm a contributor for docs now. Is this gonna wipe my contributions? No, okay. And squash and merge. I feel like there should be an action that runs on post release. Aw, secondary rate limit. That's so sad. It should comment on the thing saying, "Hey, you did a thing," but like on the issues and PRs, "Hey, it's released," but it's not. So that's unfortunate. But anyway, if I go to npm, tidelift-me-up, published a minute ago. Great. So just going back to main. Okay, lovely. What does this error mean? Oh yeah, I should probably say that. Sorry. Yeah. So I'm getting rate limited, meaning I've sent too many things to the GitHub API. Yeah, using actions too much or something. Let's see. I don't know what specifically I'm being rate limited on. Like which API, if it's like all of GitHub or that I'm using one specific API too much. But something there. And there's so much text in the error that or in the message, the logging, that GitHub can't render it all. I'm not going to look into it, though. Don't really feel like it. So I'm just going to rerun this in like 20 minutes or something. Might be the gashers limit, yeah. I do have a lot of those. All right, get add all, get reset hard head, check out main, get pull. I don't know what I was doing in this repo, and I don't really want to. See how many branches I have locally. I haven't touched this repo in a while. Get branch D, fix ownership search params, all contributors, whatever. Renovates. Pretty. I don't remember what the other ones are, but let's see. Oftentimes when you do renovates, they'll set up like a dependency dashboard or some such. I think I disabled that because I don't want that. But yeah, they haven't sent a PR yet for tidelift-me-up, so I'll just do that manually. Sites 020. Check out B, tidelift-me-up. 020, get add up. No, 404. Am I using two? Oh my god, I added this site there. Silly. Yeah, get commit m fix bump tidelift-me-up 2020. Wait, style. I just realized something. You have this week off, and then you're going back to work. Do you work over Christmas? Please forgive me. I don't know if that's like an overly personal thing, and immediately after saying it, I'm wondering, oh shoot, did I just commit a faux pas? But when is Christmas? Oh my god. You can tell I was raised Jewish because I don't know Christmas is on the 20th. Oh my god, look at this. What is this little Google thing here? Oh, it's the Santa tracker. Okay. Santa tracker? I hope Santa's not this slow. He's got a lot of presents to deliver. Oh my god, it's playing music. Okay, I'll do that some other time. Anyway, brings in... I'm just gonna... Oh, did it just comment? Add style shit for code. Lol. Okay. Brings in which fixed. Whoa. I don't know how I opened Vercel, but somehow. Issue 185. Let's see if I can rerun the failed job now. See if that works. All right. My God, it is incredible to me that Vercel would have a preview open so quickly after. I don't understand how one could be so fast at building a new website. And look at that. Ready to lift. I could lift our docs informative. I actually didn't realize that until this bug. So yeah, I love this. I could get $25 a month for this thing. It's a new package, so I feel like I probably haven't missed out on too much. But yay! Confirm. I don't need to post confirm to works. I'm the sole maintainer of this project. Awesome. Oh, did I post the tidelift-me-up 020 is released and shows it working on the website. Yay. package, Jason. Why are you taking so long? A minute for the prepare. Must be a caching thing that it's working. I'm just gonna squash and merge. Love to see it. What is this complaining about now? Posting or whatever. Accept the pull request. All contributors. Shaky. Yay. All right, I don't have the energy to look into that weird all contributors parsing thing, so I'm going to say let's call it quits now. I've been streaming for an hour 40. I want to go have lunch. Make myself an omelet. But this has been an absolute pleasure. Thanks, y'all, for hanging out. The last thing to do now is raid someone. It looks like Graham the DevRel. Oh, perfect. Almost perfect. They're starting in 2 minutes. So I guess we can just head on over there. But yeah, thanks. To recap, hey everyone, I'm Josh, full-time open source maintainer in the tidelift-me ecosystem. And let me know if you have any questions about any of that stuff. Bye, y'all.